Okay, if you've been here for the last couple of years, you know, quite possibly the most controversial thing that we do in our homeschool is use Denison and even expect to go to college. I know, wild. Welcome back to Making Everyday Magic. My name is Shauna. If you are new here, we're a homeschooling family of 4. We are entering our 10th year of homeschooling and our first year of high school. Today, let's talk about Denison Algebra 2. Before we go any further, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on that bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. As always, you can find me down in the comments or over on Instagram at Making Everyday Magic. So you guys, if you have been here for any period of time over the last couple of years, you know that for secondary math, we tried Math-U-See. You know that for secondary math, we did not like Math-U-See. And so we made the switch at many of you's recommendations to Denison. And this is actually the third level of Denison that we have used. We used Algebra 1, Geometry, and this will be Algebra 2. They only have one more level, which I think it's called Advanced Algebra and Trigonometry. And then in my grand plan in my brain, we move into college dual credit classes, and that's how it works for us, and that's how it goes. Now, why does this work for us? I like the cost. The cost is $185 for the complete course and the access. It is not reusable for a second child, however, which is kind of rough. But the program is really great. I like that math is video-based. My daughter likes the fact that her math is video-based. Mr. Denison has a great approach, and he describes his program as math for kids who don't love math. And I think that right there gives people the very, very false impression that it is somehow remedial or beneath regular standards or is not going to properly prepare your child. And none of that could be further from the truth. I have absolute faith that my child can go into college, but my child is not going into college to study math. So we are doing what checks our boxes, what helps her be best prepared for things like ACT, SAT, and going into her college career, which partly will be served by some dual credit classes in the next few years. But today we are going to talk about Denison Algebra 2. Now, all of the Denison products, you can find them right through denisonalgebra.com. They're all about the same price. They have the regular path, which my daughter is on, and what they call the success path, which is a little bit more remedial for students who may need that. Maybe they are not neurotypical. Maybe they just needed a little bit stronger hand-holding to be where they are making the most progress for them. So we have loved it. She loves the approach, she likes the language, and she will even tell you that she is good at math now. And this is a really big deal. This is a really big pivot in our home, in our homeschool, and just for my girl. And I'm so happy for her because it has made the biggest difference in her relationship with math. And she honestly has been good with math, but it took 1 year and one serious amount of struggle for her to lose all of that confidence at a time when genuinely girls are struggling with that anyway. And so it was really important to me that we rebuilt that foundation and we didn't just power through. And I have a lot of videos about that here on this channel. And I'm not completely anti-Math-U-See. We will be using it this year for little sister. But Denison is our secondary math bestie right now, this year, next year, and maybe even when little sister is ready to be there. So we have not started using this level yet. This is kind of a first look at it. I'm gonna give you a quick flip through of the site and the books so that you can help make an informed decision if you are on the fence or if you want to know more. I will share later as we get into it to let you know how it is going, how we are feeling about it. But if you have any questions about Denison, one, they're incredibly responsive. It's a tiny little company, husband and wife run. They're great. They're wonderful. Reach out to them and feel free to reach out to me because I'm happy to answer any of your questions. And you can also search for Denison here on this channel because I do have a lot of videos about this subject, about this topic already. What we used before, what we use now, and why we made that switch and what that switch looked like for us, because that's also really important. Something you need to know if you are unsure, they offer a full week's worth of, it's the first 4 or 5 lessons of every program that they offer are completely available free. You can download them right off the site to give a trial to know if you like it. Their shipping is incredibly fast. It always comes within a few days, which I think is really great because you don't have to wait on it. Because like we switched mid-year to Denison, so we went ahead and printed everything off and started with that trial week and then had our stuff ready to go by the time that we got to those lessons. And I think that's really great personally. So let's pop over. I'm gonna give you a look inside Denison Algebra 2. Yes, I'm gonna give you a look inside the online program, but let's start with the books. The books come in a box. The books ship very quickly, so quickly. It will be shocking, and they are shrink wrapped, and they want you to know, once you open the shrink wrap, this is your best friend forever. So if you intend to return it, do it before you open the shrink wrap. I do not intend, so I feel perfectly confident opening the shrink wrap. Okay. Oh, so much. This is the parent guide and test booklet, which I don't currently have a binder for. Let me. Now, the one complaint that I have heard about this program, which I do think is worth noting, is that there is like no extra practice. So once you do it, there's a test 1 and a test 2, right? An A and a B. But there are no extras, right? So there's not like a worksheet generator like with math you see, and there's no kind of like extra stuff you can access. This is it. This is what you get. So I think it's really important to note that because some kids need more practice. I do not know how, and I do not know why, but mine did not. So now, quick start guide, everything you need, details, and then the pacing and everything that it covers, but I'm going to show you that in digital format in a minute. So you got in your box, parent guide and test booklet, solutions manual, and this is your student textbook. And then you get access to the online platform, which is the videos and the solutions. So here is your student book. And I love that it is spiral bound. It is one of those things that is so incredibly thoughtful and too rarely done in the homeschool like workbook world. Like just make our lives easier. You're sending me, 3 inches worth of stuff here. You could spiral bind it. And so I love that they do that. Okay, table of contents. Again, everything they cover. We have our B-hack sheets. So these are big, hairy algebra concepts, okay? So these are just little things to remember, little notes, little tricks, little things that are worth coming back up again. And then we have all of your worksheets. Now, like I said, there's no extra, okay? So like when you come through, here, we'll go to problem 5 here, chapter 5. When you go through chapter 5, you do each one of your lessons in order. Then you do your assignment, right? So you do your lesson along with Mr. Denison. Then you do your assignment on your own and you check it. And then you will do 5-2, same way, 5-3. And what happens is you do it and then you do your assignment. And then you do the review and then you take a test. And that's it. There is test A and test B. If you don't get it with test A, the only chance you have left is test B. And so I know that a lot of people have a concern with that. It has not been an issue for me. I'm not saying it never will. I'm just saying it has not yet been an issue for us. But I think that is very important. If your child is one who needs a lot of math practice, a lot of cycling back, you might want something that has more of that option. And then this is just the solutions manual. And he's so good in the video too about telling you if there's been like an error or a change or something like that. So they do tell you that in the videos, which I think is really great. Let's pop over and I'll show you inside the digital portion. Okay, so here I am inside my account on Denison Algebra. As you can see, I still have geometry, and that is because it hasn't expired yet. Because I think it's a 12-month subscription, a 1-year subscription, but I think they do actually give you 15 months. If you're ever worried about knocking on that 12 months, you don't need to. They've thought it through. They understand their parents, they're homeschoolers, they get it. But also, I say that, I don't know that they're homeschoolers, but their parents, they get it. So if you ever have an issue though, just reach out to them. Guys, they're incredibly responsive. They're wonderful. They're in this for the right reasons, honestly, and it is really cool. Okay, so Algebra 2, and you can click Start Course. We've got our grading sheets. And then we have all of our lessons here. Okay, so I'm just going to click one to do for you. I'm going to just click the first one because I don't want to throw her off when she comes in to do this. I just want to give you just a little, see this lesson 1, 2, and then the solutions, and then the tests are actually in a separate link. So the test answers are in a separate link so that your kids do not have constant access to them. Here we go. He tells you what kind of calculators you need. I'm going to play it just 1 second, because it's really cool and I want to show you, but also I don't want to violate any like proprietary info.
There. Welcome to our first lesson in Algebra 2. My name is Mr. Denison. I am very glad to be teaching you. And listen, let me pull my face back up for this. I am assuming that you have forgotten virtually every bit of your Algebra 1. And
one thing I love about Mr. Denison, he's so chill. He's so great. And also he keeps it real. Again, they get it. They know what it's like, okay? They try to be as relationship healing with math as they possibly can be. It's just so good. It's so good. You don't believe me? You don't have to believe me. I don't care. Go try the free trial. I just wanted to share this look with you inside Denison Algebra because I can tell you it has made such a huge difference in our homeschool, and using them going into high school honestly gives me such a comfort. Guys, I hope that you found any of this helpful, entertaining, or informative. If you did, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on that bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. As always, you can find me right on down in the comments or over on Instagram at Making Everyday Magic. And of course, I am happy to help answer any questions if you have any, because it is important. I want to help you make an informed decision on what you are buying, what you are purchasing, but I am by no means telling you what you should do. This is just what works for us. And guys, by sharing, I hope that together we can help make everyday magic, especially when it comes to math.